If you're new here, I'm the Classic Farmer, and this week we're making space for some new arrivals. The ploughing's almost finished. We put that tractor GPS to the test by doing some night spraying, and the Matbro 40D finally gets stuck into some work. Stick around, might be a good video, might not be. The only way you're going to know is by watching it. Would you believe me if I told you I've never actually opened a field in the centre ploughing before? It's always been one-way ploughing, because every field that I plough up until now has been too steep to plough two ways, or I haven't had the horsepower, or I haven't had the tyres. It's always been one way. Now, we're in this big lump of ground this year. There's 17 acres here, split into three sort of sections by drains, and I'm just starting to plough the last one. I didn't know how to open up a centre, so I had to get some advice. I called up a buddy of mine on social media. Some of you might know him, Emer1690. If you don't know him, go and look him up. He hangs out on TikTok, or he's on Facebook as, let me see if I get this right, the Vale of Clwyd Agricultural Contracting. I think you'll get him onto that on Facebook. Go look him up. He has a fleet of David Browns, a fleet of ploughs, does an awful lot of ploughing. Probably forgot more than I'll ever learn. And I asked him, how do I do it? So he was good enough to take the time. He talked me through opening it. Now, I'm a little bit deep on both sides. I'm only learning. Give me a little bit of space. But I'm quite pleased with that for someone who's never done it, bar the two other times I've tried it in this field. I'm getting there. So thanks, Emer. You've made ploughing this really speedy, and I learned something new. There you go. Who'd have thought? I'd have got ploughing both ways in a lovely big flat field. Doing some night work tonight. It's the first time I've ever tried spraying at night with the GPS. The wind didn't let up all day, but it's finally stopped, and there's rain coming in tomorrow. So I decided to give it a whack and take my chance. And it's really disorientating, I'll give it that. But the GPS is allowing me to do it. So hang on a second, let's see if I get a chance. There's the GPS. I don't know if you've seen that or not. I haven't set AB lines. I'm just literally looping around the field and following the previous path on the GPS. It seems to be working. Should hopefully pull me out of a tight spot, and I'll get this field finished now tonight. Has about 2 inches of soil on the top, and then just goes down to slippy clay. So this really needs ploughed deep to open it up a little bit. It's just so hard down below that top couple inches, and I'm really testing the traction of the case here to actually get through it. I've been screwed here without tyres. I've been looking for Ronnie to come and screw here even with the tyres. Ah, come on, don't stick. It's not pretty. There's only about 2 more runs until the ditch, maybe 3. So, with the diff lock on, and we're just going to pull through it, get it turned over. And it'll hopefully dry this corner out now that it's opened up a bit, because I don't know where the water was going. It's been so hard here. Tidy it up with power arm or something. It's not all pretty ploughing about here. In fact, most of my ploughing is not pretty. Let's go. Some of it is purely just get the job done. Get the compaction out of the field, get the field opened up, just somehow get the grass turned over. Why did the water go off the very end? Why just stay good the whole way through? I don't know. I'll do. We're on a bit up along the ditch now, finish it out. Calves are coming this evening, so just getting the pens ready here. Put a bit of lime down on the floor and we'll get a bit of straw down. Sort of changed the setup from last year in that we got some of these nice galvanized house gates at an auction. These were £35 for 3, and the same size calve gates at the same auction went for £100 each. Now these will do my job just fine, but you know, they mightn't look the most professional thing, but they'll do. And then we have these to open and close to let us in and out with the calves into the pens. That's a good enough budget setup, but we can always improve it as we go along. I'm happy enough with that side, and then with this side this year as well. 10 calves coming, 5 Friesians and 5 coloured boys. It'll be interesting to watch how they... Can anyone tell me what this is? Now, I've done a reasonable amount of ploughing and I've never seen this before until now. It looks like tar. Hang on to get a better look at the camera. Oh, it's heavy. It looks almost like tar, but it's definitely not tar. I'm ploughing here in what we would call homes. So it's like it's kind of like a floodplain, flat, sandy soil that will occasionally flood. But it's full of this stuff. I'm not hitting any rocks, but I'm hitting loads of this. And it's really hard. It's resetting the plough like crazy. Is it bits of decayed tree or... almost like coal or tar. I can't describe it, but I've never seen it before and it's really interesting. So if you know what it is, let me know, because I have no idea. Right, we're taking the Matbro out today, so to do some farm work. It's just been used for the odd little lift around the yard until now. But the person who had it leased off us got a fence up somewhere that I don't want to fence. Back up a bit. Right, so the plan is we've got Matbro. There's 2 lines of fence posts all the way down the centre of this field. They're all going. It's all coming back into one field. Time to get pulling, I guess. I probably should have fixed this during the winter, but bad decisions were made and here we are needing it tomorrow, so we might as well get it fixed. Turbo tiller's up there, that's fine, just needs a grease up. It's ready to go to work. The discs were missing a wiper. I have 3 wipers on, but it was missing this front side and it kept jamming with clay. Now it's that dry this year that we may not have that issue, but just in case we do, I'm made up this rough and ready contraption. It's just angle iron to try and keep the discs clean. Might work, might not, might break the first run around the field. Who knows, but it's all I've got time to do. So, yeah, ready to rock and roll. Time to start getting stuff broke in now next week. Alright, so that's most of the ploughing finished. I've one small field left to plough for a surprise crop, we'll say. That if I decide to continue growing will turn me into an absolute hypocrite, because I swore I was never going to grow it again. But, you know, if there's money, I guess we'll try everything. You can have a guess what it is if you want, but if you don't guess, I'll fill you in next week. The calves have arrived. Again, you can meet them next week. We've got 10 this time. They're all here, all doing well. And what else am I thinking on? Oh yeah, hopefully we'll get at least some, if not all, of the cereals sowed next week. Fingers crossed this weather holds for another 7 to 10 days would be nice. And then a little bit of rain to help the stuff sprout would be just lovely. But I don't know if my order is going to work for the weather. We'll see. Anyway, I'll catch you down in the comments and I'll see you next week.